Hello everyone, welcome to the last video of the month. Yes, you heard that correctly. This will be the last video I'm going to be posting this month. There's a reason for that. As some of y'all are aware, I'm going to be doing college online classes. And I need some time to be able to do that stuff. You might be wondering what I have in my hand. It is a So You're 18 book. It's got all the questions about your legal rights and responsibilities, since I am 18 years old. Hopefully YouTube has realized that by now, because this book is going to be very important to me for my future ahead. Telling everything that I have in my power in case I get into any cases. But as said, this video is mainly going to be talking about college and school-based things. So let's start with the outfit. This is my ODU hat. It's something I got when I went to the Access College Foundation. It's something that they do for high school seniors. I also got this shirt here. I got in 2025. I don't know why it's in the color pink, but that's the color they wanted to give us this year. I know it's more of a girl color, but you know me, I love my girl colors. And you may be wondering how that's referenced to anything. That's referencing to Sadie's video when she did her makeup on me. Yes, I did put makeup on. She actually did it for me. So she did the eyeliner, the cheeks, the lips, all of that. Even my fingernails. I would recommend watching that if you haven't already. There's also some other videos on her channel that have been collabed. As well as my channel, I tend to collab with them. That is because we are friends, and usually friends help each other out. That's what we're here to do. So when it comes to videos and shorts, we usually tend to help them out, as well as give them advice if needed. So for me, I watch ChaseCheck777 and SusieLovesBoba's channel, and even comment on their videos. That is my way of collabing towards them, even sometimes being in their videos. Now for ChaseCheck777, I haven't yet, nor have Sadie. He is a new YouTuber, so if you want to check him out, I would recommend doing so. Also check out SusieLovesBoba's channel. She posts some pretty good content on there. I know she seems to not understand what shorts are like, but hopefully someday she'll realize. Shorts are not like a video. They are totally different. You can't put video and short together. It doesn't fit well. For one, videos are 16 by 9, while shorts are 9 by 16. That's not going to work for videos. Shorts are mainly for entertainment purposes, just getting something quick and fun out there, not really making a video on. If you want to make a video on something, you got to do it in the 16 by 9. That is the way to do it. Now, with the shirt, this is the front of it. And then I have some more information on the back, as you can see. It's pretty cool. It's got all the foundations on it. Access College Foundation being number 1. So yeah, I do like the hat. It is pretty cool. It was actually free. They were giving out scholarships and all of that over at the Chartway Arena. And I have to say, it was a fun experience. It was also something I'd never been to before. They even had a Starbucks inside. I wasn't able to get anything though. They did not allow that. And besides, I didn't even have money. It was a little bus trip just to get there and back. We even had some pizza and stuff when we got back to the school. It was kind of like a library party thing. So that was fun. Got some cookies, got some soda, and pizza and all that other stuff. It was a fun time. Now, there's also some other fun things that I'm going to be talking about today, as well as other stuff that happened during high school. I think I'd waste enough time. Let's get into the topics. Alright, so for our first thing is pretty much a picture of Miss Williams' pasta salad. It pretty much shows all the ingredients. So you got the tricolor, the pasta G, the dressing O, the cucumber F, the sweet pepper F, the cheddar cheese D, tomatoes F, Parmesan cheese D, pepperoni P, red onion V, black olives F, and garlic V. Now, you might be wondering what the letters mean. It's just a way of knowing a fruit, vegetable, and stuff like that. I had to get her recipe because she makes one of the greatest pasta salads. Miss Parker also made some good food as well. I talked about her in past videos before. I just wanted to show you this, just to show you how her classroom was pretty much decorated. There was no windows inside, it was just walls, but she made it feel like home. You got nice lighting in here. You got a whole bunch of little pets that she has. She's like a pet oyster, pet fish, all that. You see, got this little light up tree here. But overall, I had a great time with her, and honestly, I wish I had more classes with her. Sadly, she doesn't have any other classes. She had independent living and nutrition and wellness. Those were the 2 classes that she had. I remember when we were in nutritional wellness, we had a cookout in the front of the school, like hot dogs, chips, drinks. It was a fun time. We also played with chalk and do all other fun activities. It was probably one of the greatest parties from my time, even though my time is still rolling on. It's just something I wanted to share with y'all viewers before I leave y'all be. Now, even though I'm going to be away, you can still check back on other videos and shorts that you haven't watched yet. Especially you, Sadie. You need to get on that. I know you've been busy with all your friends. Please get on it so we can all collab with each other. I want to at least see a comment from you and Chase on every video and short, just like I do with y'all's channels. That way we can collaborate and even let viewers know a little bit about ourselves and how we think. Some of the viewers may have some more thoughts than us. Like, if I'm asking a question on a certain topic, the viewer might also be wanting to know that as well. That's why collaborating and commenting on each other's videos is a good thing. It helps the video, it helps the short, it helps the viewers. That's 3 positives right there. And if we all work together, we can get it done, and we can help each other boost our channels to greatness. Even though we are working independently, we still need to work together and help our channels out. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. This is from the homecoming football game. I have not talked about this yet. This is a totally new topic. As you can see, I'm wearing my little YouTube logo. Oh man, I remember those days. I still got my black and red shirt. So this is the fries that I had. It was mainly Chick-fil-A fries. They weren't the waffle fries, surprisingly. I don't know why that was, but they were still pretty good. We had the chicken sandwich, obviously the Chick-fil-A sandwich bag. And I see I took a few bites out of it. I wish I would have taken the picture before I started eating, but I was just too hungry. The hungriness gets to you. Alright. Here is a picture of what it looked like. It was dark outside. The only reason why I was able to get here is because of RJ. He was able to drive me there and back so I could see the game. And I have to say, it was pretty exciting seeing the people throw the ball around. Kind of reminds me of the gym session series part 5 where Mrs. Hotz is teaching the class about football. If you haven't seen that short, I would recommend doing so. There's a bunch of good series on my channel that I would recommend watching. If I were to list the best ones to watch, guarantee I would say all of them, because they are a great series and I wouldn't want y'all missing out on them. If you are going to watch series and you haven't already, please start from part 1 because it will help you get to know more about the series and everything that it has to offer. Alright, moving on. We have another close-up of the stadium. You see we got the homecoming king and queen. I know before we had the prom king and prom queen. This is the homecoming king and queen. I know high school usually likes to get the best student and show them off. You also got all the musicians in the background playing the music. I did have video recording, but it was just too loud and crowdy for me to play it. Sorry about that, but at least y'all got these pictures here. This is, I think, when it was about to end. You can see how many people are gone. But you see, it's still pretty good. You got close-ups. I'm surprised they put people on that stadium over there. Because what I've heard last time, there was rattlesnakes over there. I'm surprised they were able to use that stadium. It's like near the wilderness. Even though I haven't seen any, it's just a warning for the people who go over there. When I was in gym, we would usually run track around the football field, and that's when I would get that information. I know I'm talking a lot about school and everything that's been going on, but it's good to talk about, let y'all know about my past, and just to let y'all where I come from. Alright, let's move on. This is a fun picture. As you can see, it's my chicken that is balancing on a blue and red cube. This was in Mr. Roundtree's class. I had the talent and effort to put this together. It's crazy how I have the cubes stacked up on top of each other like this. Like, it's just defying laws of gravity. But I was able to do it, and I am pretty proud of myself. I hope y'all are impressed about that. That is an accomplishment of mine. That's how the classroom is set up. You got these old wooden desks. Then you got the computers. They are Windows 11 and just an older version. So our next one is a video, and this is me at Sky Zone. This is a place where you can jump around, go on zip lines, climb up walls, throw balls and stuff like that, and jump on trampolines. It's a very fun theme park, pretty much. Not really much of rides, just more of action-based. And you do have to sign a waiver, just in case you get hurt. It is kind of dangerous, but it's just a place where you can have a lot of fun. This was one of our field trips that we went on. So this is me riding the zip line. It's probably the best thing in the whole entire place, because you get to feel that breeze while you're zooming down. Let's go ahead and watch it, shall we? Look at that. I just love how I disappear into the cubes. It's just amazing. It kind of reminds me of Mira HQ with the Spy Ninjas. Oh yes, I still am in love with the Spy Ninjas. I know they've been going with cults and stuff like that lately. It is kind of a dark path, but it is what they create, and it is something I like watching. That's what it reminds me of. I do like the little foam cubes. You see how I disappear in there. Sorry if it was a little loud. It's just the music playing in the background. There's nothing you can do about that. They got obstacles over here. It also reminds me of American Ninja Warrior, where people go on these obstacles and try to get to the buzzer. And they try to do it at a fast pace too, so they can be number one. So that's also something else that it reminds me of. Let me know down in the comments if you've watched The Spy Ninjas or American Ninja Warrior. It's a great TV show, by the way. Okay, we have one more thing from Sky Zone that I need to show y'all. Here's the other thing I wanted to show from Sky Zone. This is me going up the warp wall. It's pretty much a wall that you climb up and try to get to the top. And no, I did not go for the small one. I think Chase might, not gonna lie. He is kind of short. Sadie, on the other hand, I think she might be able to make it up the top. I don't know. She might not have the guts to do it. Anyways, let's play the clip.
You got it! Go, Jonathan!
There I go. You see, I made it on the top. It is quite interesting, I have to say. And there you go. You got this little fireman pole you go down. Kind of like what you would see at a park, but you won't see a wall at the park. That is not something you would see. And thank you to the camera ladies behind the camera. They did a great job filming this. So while I was at Sky Zone, they were giving us free pizza and water. There was this one person that had these mozzarella sticks, and she offered to give them to me. Obviously, she bought them for her own money, but it was at least nice that she gave me them. I don't know why she gave them to me. I guess she wasn't hungry for them. They also had some other stuff there that you could buy, but obviously on that day I did not bring my money. I don't usually spend money in those places, even though I should have. It was actually the one place that I would spend money on. As well as that, you obviously know I got the socks there. I don't care to show them because they're kind of dirty. I still gotta get them cleaned. And whenever we get our trampoline set up back again, I'll be able to use them again. So yeah, Sky Zone was pretty fun. It was another field trip that we went across the bridge for. It was for like the whole senior class. We were wearing our senior t-shirts. That way we know who is who from what school, because there was a whole bunch of other schools that went there. Same thing with the Chartway Arena event. With the College Foundation, it was the same thing. People from other schools came to the same place around the same time for the major event. There was also other colleges at the arena that were giving away free stuff. Obviously, I'm not a part of them, so I wasn't able to get that stuff. But nothing can beat this hat. That's one thing for sure. I'm sorry if this video is a little longer than expected. Since I'm not going to be posting a video for like 2 weeks, I might as well make it a long one. So that way y'all at least have some time to watch it. Just know we are just getting started. because we have some more school stuff to show you today. For our first one, we have this picture right here. I know it is very hard to see, but it's a picture of me with my mellow baby. See, Miss Williams had us make our little baby marshmallows, and we were to take care of it for a week. So after the week was over, we would be able to either throw our baby marshmallow away or eat it. And guess what I decided? I decided to eat it. Nom nom nom. I know it's kind of harsh, but it is food after all, and you can't let food go to waste. We were grading it every day, making sure it was healthy, making sure it used the bathroom, making sure it was fed properly, all of that. I'd say it was pretty fun. If you can see about like right here, you can see the little marshmallow baby. It's got a smiley face, and it's on like a little wrapper. I did a good job decorating it. I will miss it though. She was like using this very old camera that did it in black and white. Yeah, it is pretty cute, I have to say. I hope y'all like it. And I hope y'all can see it because it is kind of faint. I would definitely be keeping this with me for as long as I can, because it is a great memory with Miss Williams. We did a lot of other fun experiments, with bread and butter. Now, you may be wondering, bread and butter, well, that's a normal combination. But what if I tell you that we made the butter from scratch? Oh, yes, we did. We had this white liquid that we would shake up for like a few minutes, and then afterwards, we would have delicious butter that we can put on our bread and eat. I did it 2 times during my high school career. She actually did it a third time before I left out, but I wasn't there at the time, so I wasn't able to join in for the final time. That's just alright. I already did it twice. Why do I need to do it a third time? Also, during my high school journey, I dissected a rat and I dissected a squid, which was also pretty cool. I know a lot of people have dissected a frog before. That's just not something I've done. And if you've seen the past videos, I've held baby chicks. There was this one teacher downstairs that had a baby chick. It was very cute. I had it like in my hand. I think it was either for a thumbnail or it was shown in a video. I'm not sure. It was like a blackish chick. Then there was some other chicks during the early years of high school that was in my biology class. They were actually next door, but we were able to go see them once in a while. We were able to play some games in there as well. It was like giant Uno, and it had like cards and stuff like that. Okay, I played a lot of games at high school. Let me tell you that I can't name them all. There's just so many. I also have made a couple games during my time. I will show you that in a later video as well. Yeah, the high school topic is not over yet, but they're at least minimal videos. They're not really like a major talk about high school like this one is. Well, if you've made it this far in the video, put hashtag long in the comments. So that way I know that you have made it this far. I know it is pretty long, but it's also important to watch. Also, in the other frame where I showed the pasta salad recipe, you will see a little picture frame of Miss Williams on the wall. Now that also had Miss Thomas, who is pretty much friends with Miss Williams. They're mainly friends. They even have their own hashtag. So that's pretty much enough for Miss Williams. Even though she is like the best teacher in that school, she's also the most fun teacher, I have to say. Did a lot of fun things. Although the surprising thing, we never really went on field trips. That was a surprising thing. Because I know she's like all fun and games, but she never really brought us anywhere. I guess because the students just used it as a free class and just slept through it. It's mainly what it was, but at least I had fun doing so. We did watch some movies here and there. It was also pretty exciting. I will miss her. I do have her contact though, so I'm able to talk to her whenever I like. But anyways, I think that's enough on the Miss Williams topic. Let's move on to the yearbook. This is what I have been waiting to show you. This is a very big moment. Look at this. This is the yearbook. Oh, it's upside down. Sorry about that. This is the Warrior's Story 2025. And if you couldn't tell, it is Toy Story themed. Just like my senior shirt. It is the same theme. So here's the front of it, and here is the back of it. It's like a boot on the back that says NRHS. The R is backwards. I'd say it's a pretty cool yearbook. It's actually the only yearbook I have. So for every year of school, you would have the opportunity to get a yearbook. But every year I never got one until now with the 12th grade yearbook. As a senior, you gotta get your yearbook. That is guaranteed. Okay, let's get into the signature bits. I got a lot of signatures in here. I hope you're all ready to see them. I'm not going to read them out loud. I'm just going to show you on screen. So you got a whole bunch of text. So over here we got teachers and students. As you can see, there's a whole lot on the page. Over here is mainly students, as you can see. Now that is not all. We have quite a bit more to show. So on our next page, we got another whole set. This has the teachers. So you got more teachers right here. You got some nice text here. Very nice. They did a great job decorating the yearbook. And there's a whole bunch of pictures too. Surprisingly, out of all the pictures in the yearbook, I'm only in one. Only one. Yeah, I know, that is insane. Before I show you it, let's go to the signatures on the back. Oh, you thought I was done? No! We have signatures on the back too. So this one is teachers as well. I organized them by teachers and students so I would know who it's from. So here's another page of signatures. Okay, we got 2 more pages left of signatures. These aren't as full. These are kind of empty, as you can see. We got students on these 2. They did a pretty good job. Some were very creative, and I will miss all of them. I also got one for Ryan, so I actually did get one from him. Yeah, at least it's something, you know. Even though he was a competitor against me on the gladiator battle, at least I was able to get something from him. So yeah, it's a pretty nice yearbook, I have to admit. Let's get to the picture. That is what I want to show you. I'm in the portraits. I'm not in the actual people. It says here in the book that I'm not pictured, which is kind of disappointing. But if we go back to the portraits, you could see me in the first picture. So this one right here, you can see me in frame. I'm like right here in the blue shirt. I was also wearing my YouTube logo at the time. It was a great picture, I have to say. We were at the stadium, the same place that football game took place. It was a great day. Now, I don't know if there's any more pictures of me. That's mainly all I could find. There's some other great people in here that even had their own quotes. Wish I would have been able to do that, but at the time I did not know how to do that stuff. I don't know if it costed money or what. I don't know. I don't know how some of these people got it. I'm sorry if I'm looking up and down. I'm just looking at the book, you know. Reading is important. Everyone knows that. Especially you, Sadie. You should get on the reading too. And as well, Chase, you should too. I've been roasting them throughout this whole video, haven't I? But wait till we get to the second part of the gladiator battle. It is a little messed up, but it's still a pretty good fight. They show all the seasons, all the sporting events, literally everything that happened in 2025. As well as 2024. It's 2024-2025 school year. So obviously they're going to have some stuff from 2024. They got volleyball, soccer, you name it. It's on here. And there's some people I don't even know that I wish I would have known. It said there's a lot of great people you miss out on as you get older. Yeah, that is my yearbook. I hope you like it. It is very unique in a way. Toy Story has taken over Nanser River High School. Alright, let's get it out of the way. I'm joking. I'm not going to actually throw this thing. It's very fragile, so I got to be careful with it. If it would have landed on a soft surface, I probably would have thrown it, but that would go against library guidelines for, like, elementary school. You remember those? When they had, like, the book fair, and you have a class that talked about what not to do with books? That's where I'm getting at. We're going to gently put this book down. Not violently. Oh, you thought I was going to do it, huh? No, I'm going to put it down gently. Ah! I tricked it, didn't I? I actually put it down nicely. I just wanted to make it an intense moment. Yeah, this is definitely a longer video than normal, but it's fun doing it. Now, that's not the only thing that I have from Nanser River High School. They also have the varsity field hockey and state champion ring ceremony. They have their own little booklet here. I also checked here if they had my picture, but no. Oh, this is where they showed the night in Athens. Remember the night in Athens short? This is more about that. It shows more pictures on that. That was a fun time. Surprised my picture wasn't in it. They got the prom king and prom queen. And man, that was a lot of fun. I got some teachers shown too. And even some baby photos. Yeah, some people were able to get their baby photos in there. Like if they were like twins or siblings, you know, they can get themselves in the pictures. The final thing that we have from Nanser River High School is this Nanser News. This is something from 2024 that I was received. It was from a junior who was trying to become a homecoming. This is pretty much what it is. It's like Nanser River High School's own newspaper. Pretty surprising, I have to say. Alright, so that concludes everything based on high school, except for those drawings that I did for rough drafts. I'll show you that in a later video. That's going to be something totally different because I'm going to be ranking each one and try to find out which rough draft is the best. And obviously which one's the worst. I don't want to just make one art video. I want to at least make two, you know, have a variety. Then I have this. This is my university booklet. It's very nice. It's got some pages in here and it comes with its own pen. I like the pages. They're kind of like a goldish color. Very nice. Alright, that concludes those topics. Let's get into the last section of the video. So for our last thing, we have the second part of the senior picnic battle. Now y'all might be wondering what a senior picnic is. Well, it's pretty much an event that is held at a high school when seniors are about to graduate, or at the end of their high school journey. It's a fun little camp out where you get to eat some food, get signatures from people, and just have a good time. They had this little inflatable gladiator battle, and I was able to fight Ryan and Chance. Now, Ryan actually lives in the neighborhood with me. I'm glad he was able to go against me. It was actually pretty difficult finding an opponent, but once it started, you know, the contestants started rolling in. Chance was another friend of mine that I've known. He's not really my friend though, it's just someone I know. Chance, if you're out there, please come in contact. It'd be nice to talk to you. He likes Mario and action figures and stuff like that. He's got some other buddies of his, and I'm glad he was willing enough to fight me in this gladiator battle. Alright, let's watch part 2 of the gladiator battle. This is also cut into parts. So this is part 1 of the part 2, and there's one more after this. The one who recorded this did a terrible job. It also did some cuss words, which was inappropriate. And if you would have came on the shorts, you would have heard a little bit of that too. This one, you really heard it, so that's why I had to cut it out in certain parts. That's another reason why that I did not post this as a short, besides the fact that it was the wrong way. Alright, let's watch part 2.
Chance!
And you might be wondering what happened there. Well, Chance got his foot stuck in this little pocket here. I don't know how he was able to do that, but he did anyhow. And they weren't rooting for me. They were rooting for Chance and Ryan. I guess they were against me. But I had to show them that the Chicken Coop 252 Pro Army is strong. And that I will do anything it takes to win. Not in a violent way. In a friendly battle way. Yeah, this was actually a memorable moment right here. Just having his foot stuck down there. It's like the inflatable was sucking his life down. It's like slurping him up like a spaghetti noodle. Alright, let's continue.
God. Try again, Diabito.
Called him Try Again, Diabito. That was kind of rude moment, but also kind of funny at the same time. See, we got some cuts here. That's what I had to do. He was chasing me like a rhino. Like, wherever I go, he would just be behind me, pushing me around. I had to do loops around him just to get him tired out. He was a tough fighter, I have to say. It's kind of like his horn is going at me like a madman. More so like a bull. I think he would be more like a bull in that case. He was surprising me on how he was maneuvering. Alright, so that was part 1 of the gladiator battle of part 2. Now it is time for part 2 of part 2. I know, we're cutting the gladiator battles into parts of parts. It's kind of confusing, but I hope y'all understand. I tried making this into one, but it couldn't work out because the video was turned from this to this. So the cameraman did a little bit of a turn action.
Is Ace the ref?
See what I mean?
I guess.
I don't know who Ace is, but they said something about it. A ref?
It's supposed to ref.
Alright guys, let me go back in. Okay. Yeah, never mind.
Alright.
Thank you. Here you go, Jonathan.
So they were kind of nice, but it's just that their behavior was a little bit rough here and there. But I hope you enjoyed it. This was part 2, and I won the battle yet again. I am that strong. Oh yeah. As a Chicken Coop 252 Pro YouTuber, I got to show my audience what it's like to be strong. And that is how we are going to become popular on YouTube. We're going to be strong, brave, and intelligent at the same time. I'm going to try different tactics next time for videos. Hopefully that will work out in our favor. I'm also be recording some new stuff on my new computer. This is my new computer, by the way. It is an Omen. It's a gaming computer. It's also going to be my school computer. But it should definitely run Fortnite and other games like that a lot better than this old junkie. Because this one's actually struggling to even export files when I go to edit them. Because the storage space is like so low that it can't do it. I don't even know how it is gaining storage like that. I've tried deleting stuff and, it still gets up in the same boat. So I have to delete what I made that I've already posted on YouTube just so I can have enough space for the next one. Now, before we end today's video, there's a few things I would like to say. When it comes to the online classes, hopefully I'll be able to make some content for y'all. Because if not, then there's going to be a waiting period for when videos and shorts come out. I don't know what it's going to be like. It might be stressful. It might not. It just, who knows. But if it goes very smoothly, then we can get short week done. And then after that, we can start with videos and shorts again. So just as a recap, next week I'm not going to be posting any content. So that way I can get used to the whole college classes. I don't know how it's going to go, just letting y'all know that. And if it goes well, then I'll be able to do short week. And then after short week, we'll be able to post videos again. If I'm able to. I don't really know what the schedule is going to really look like, but I'll try to post some things out when I can. It's just that for this upcoming week, I'm not going to be posting anything. I hope y'all understand. I'll make sure to let y'all know in the community post if things change, because there is a chance that things can change. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's college special video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, because at 2,000 subscribers, we will reattempt the Death Nut Challenge. I hope y'all have an amazing day and night, and I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Peace out.